peeps, it's Kathy Meyer back for another episode of Wine Time. And today's guest is very special to me. Her name is Robin Chaddock.
Hey.
Hey. And surprise, surprise, we met at a wine tasting. I know you guys probably find that hard to believe.
Hard to believe.
So welcome. Today we're going to be sharing a bottle of Glow Vineyards Zinfandel. So cheers. I like to say cheers so we can take our first sip. Oh, wow. See, sometimes I get so excited about the first sip. I don't do the whole geeky wine thing about looking and swirling and sniffing. Sometimes I have to go just straight in. I get so excited. You like that one?
Yes.
Isn't he nice? What are you picking up in this glass?
I'm picking up some nice, what I'm picking up is some cherry, actually, and some berry, and a little bit of oak.
Yeah.
And, ooh, it's got a nice texture to it in that what you first taste is not what you taste at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got a little spice in there, a little pepper, which I always love in my Zin. I love some pepper. And very velvety, I think, in the mouthfeel. So this one is from Lodi.
Okay.
Which, for anybody who doesn't know where Lodi is, it's in Central California. It's actually the northern area of the Central Valley. It's just southeast of Sacramento and northeast of San Francisco. So that's kind of like the little place of where it is. And Zinfandel itself, when you look for Zinfandel, I tell you what, California is the place to go. It's like the number one place. And it can age up to 3 to 5 years, but a lot of them I like to just drink straight out of the bottle right away. I do recommend decanting, though.
That's beautiful.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Oh my goodness, that is gorgeous.
This is our nouveau decanter, and I love it. He's
so that's
just beautiful.
New?
Yeah,
in the line? Oh,
he
it's
is.
gorgeous.
I think within the last year since I've been doing it. And then also in this, so Zinfandel is kind of a mystery grape because they're not really sure where it came from. You know, a lot of grapes come from France. That's the birthplace of a lot of them, but not this one. It is genetically similar to a grape from Croatia called Cyrilliac Castellanski. I just like saying that, Cyrilliac Castellanski. Or one in Italy that's probably a little more familiar is called Primitivo. So if you are in an Italian restaurant and you like Zinfandels, but they don't have a Zinfandel, but they have a Primitivo, you might want to try that one instead. So this one,
this is wonderful.
Isn't he beautiful? I'd say he's very typical. He's got that deep purplish color in there. He's not inky black like you would expect a Malbec, so you can tell the Zinfandel is just a little bit lighter in color, but a nice aroma and flavor, a little spice, a little fruit. Delicious.
Yeah.
So while we savor this, let's get to know you, Robin.
So
Robin is the owner of a company called Right and Wine, and I just think that is a fabulous name. So tell us about that. How did you get started?
Well, I just put together two things that I love. That's kind of what I do in life. I find the things I love and I put them together and I create something new. And I'm a writer myself, an author. And what we are discovering in the literature and in research is just how very healing and life expanding it is for people to write. And so there's a lot more research being done on that, how it helps to with a sense of wellness, how it helps with goal setting, how it helps with stress reduction, all kinds of things like that. So I really like writing and I like journaling and I really like wine.
Yes.
And I thought, what I would love to do is create a space, which I've done in my home. It's called The Nest and it's in the basement.
Okay.
And we're actually outfitting it to look like a wine tasting room.
Oh, wow.
And so I have 6 to 8 people in a series. A class is usually 3 sessions, and we cover all different kinds of topics. In 3 sessions, we would do 3 sessions on stress reduction. The next month, we might do 3 sessions on writing your legacy. We might do 3 sessions on goal setting and vision casting, and it's just really, really fun because it pulls together so many of the things that I love in terms of life coaching and helping people, find out who they are and be as well as they can possibly be. And then wine just always helps to facilitate that relaxation and that, that sense of this is me time.
Yes.
And so that's kind of it in a nutshell.
That just sounds like fantastic time to me.
It is.
So, like you said, you have a ton of topics that you cover, and it looks like you rotate them throughout the year.
I do.
Is there any one that's your favorite to lead?
It's really funny because the different topics attract different groups of people, and so. Like the legacy writing, a lot of times that will be people who are maybe a little bit later in life, and they're thinking about what kind of legacy they want to leave, and they're really fun in their own wonderful way. And then there'll be one on transitions, how to navigate transitions. So you've got all kinds of people who are, some who are just getting married, some who are just having babies, some who are wanting to transition in work. And so that's a whole different kind of feel to it. And so there's not any one of them that I like better than the others. And I think I probably designed them all the way that I did because I like all the topics very much. So it's really fun. And I get to bring in all kinds of resources. And so each evening when we get together, I'll introduce the topic. So there'll be stress week number 1, and we'll talk about different kinds of stress and how the body handles stress and things like that. And I'll give them 6 different prompts that they can work from, and then the people have about 40 minutes to do some writing. I have music on in the background. We've got, of course, wine, and so they'll write for a little while. Then we'll get back together, and I'll say, okay, what worked for you? What didn't work for you? How to cope this evening, and that's fun. Then the second week, talk more about a different aspect of stress. I'll give 6 more prompts. So by the time somebody's finished with a 3-week course, they've got 18 to 20 prompts that they can take with them now, so that anytime they feel stressed, they know, hey, I can, choose number 5 from week 3, and I can just write. So they're very, I like to equip people to do what they do, not just with me, but then
so they can reuse it. It's like, do it now, get the benefit, but then revisit it in a few months when you get stressed out again, when it's the holidays. Oh my goodness. So when is your next class coming up?
Next class is coming up in October, and it's writing for healing of heart and soul. And that, last year, I'll tell you, when I did that one, I had a woman come to that class, and this is why I love doing what I do. She had just had a very significant loss, and she was healing from that loss. And by the time that she was finished with the 3 weeks, she had been able to heal in such a way that her point of view changed, and she actually hiked how many miles? 150 miles of the Appalachian Trail this year.
Oh my goodness.
And she's out running now and running, for different causes, and things just shifted so much for her that she was able to heal and move forward. And so
I'm getting goosebumps.
I know, isn't that cool?
That is awesome.
Yeah. And then in November we'll do stress reduction just in time for the holidays.
Stress reduction in November. So what is the best way for them to get in touch with you?
Well, there's several ways to get in touch with me. I have a website that's writeandwine.com.
Okay.
I also have an email, which is writeandwine@gmail.com.
Okay.
And then I have a Facebook presence as well. So you can just go to Write and Wine on the Facebook and find me.
There you go. Lots of ways to get in touch with Robin about that. Now I want to circle back though. You mentioned that you're an author.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that. What have you written?
Oh my goodness! About 20 years ago, when my children were small, I realized that I needed to do some writing, not only for myself but for the people that were around me.
Right.
And my first book actually was born because my daughter was at the age where she could read the magazine fronts on and the checkout stands.
Okay.
And I thought, I saw her seeing all those magazine fronts, and I thought, I don't really think I want her thinking that that's what true womanhood is all about. the essence of being a really, quality woman. And so I wrote my first book, which was The Proverbial Woman, Being a Wise Woman in a Wild World.
Wow.
And then I went on to write one on mothering, because mothering was a very challenging task for me, and I recognized that it was a challenging task for other people around me. So we wrote 12 great choices that smart moms make. And then I wrote one on communication, how to get a smart mouth, and I wrote one on finding your life. How to get a smart mouth. One on finding your life's purpose, which was discovering your divine assignment. So I just, it was just an era in my life when I just had a lot to mine in my own self, and a lot to offer to other people.
That's amazing. Now, are any of these books still available?
They're all available on Amazon.
Really? Oh my
You
goodness!
can find it for like $1 on Amazon.
Oh my gosh! Bargain day. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I will definitely be checking that
check
out.
that out. Just check Robin Chaddock
Robin Chaddock
on Amazon. Yeah.
And then, of course, Write and Wine.
Yes.
Facebook, Gmail, and the website.
It's
awesome. Well, we're going to finish really quickly with another little sip of our wine. And let's talk just a second, if we could, about what would you pair this with. So, what would you be eating with this? Because I'm thinking that brisket that I have planned for our Labor Day cookout. Oh, yeah.
I was thinking some kind of beef that has been slowly and gently cooked.
Yes.
For me, I'd probably put some kind of sauce that was highly herbed and some mushrooms with it, as a sauce over that. And then I always love just the classic garlic mashed potatoes kind of thing.
It's almost garlic mashed potato weather again.
It is almost garlic mashed potato, and that's what this makes me think of. It makes me think of just getting all nice and cozy with my family at my house, or with some friends, and just enjoying a nice what they call comfort food.
Yes, it is almost comfort food.
I could
season.
see this too with some nice Italian.
Oh yes, yeah,
nice hearty lasagna.
Yes, or we've been eating a lot of penne pasta, kind of like a baked ziti, but I like penne better because it's easier to find. And so we got a ton of that left because that makes a lot. So that would be good with this. And aged white cheddar. Of course, I think everything goes with aged white cheddar. I love aged white cheddar cheese.
That would be delicious. This is wonderful.
Isn't it awesome?
I love how you call them he.
Oh,
I love how you do that. I think that's so much fun.
It's so funny. Everybody picks up on that. When you guys invite me to your house for a wine tasting, I'll share why I do that. All right. Well, thank you so much again, Robin, for coming today.
Thank you for having me. This was just wonderful.
It was great to get to know you, and I'll have all the information on the show notes. So, again, cheers.
Cheers.